I've written songs since I was 15 years old. I play the guitar and now the piano, and I really like it. It's my way of, people write poems, they write diary, and I write songs. And I'm allowed to record an album with my own songs as well, so I'm happy for that. I love writing music, I love writing lyric, and they mean just as much for me. I write about myself, and I write about my own experiences, but mostly I write about my friends. I write about things that I see happening around me, or I can write about something, that I read about or see on television. I don't even have to know the person that I write about. I can just see someone and, start thinking about that and write a song about that. But yeah, I've written a lot of songs about myself and my own experiences. But it's really personal as well, and that's the reason why I never tell people what my songs are about, because it's really my secret. I just want people to make up their own mind about my songs. When I listen to a song, I don't want the artist to tell me what it's about, because I want to create my own story. I come from a city called Tromsø, and there are about 60,000 people living there. It's really great. I've lived there all my life. It's not a big place. In the wintertime, we have only 1 hour of daylight. Then in the summertime, we have the midnight sun, and it's light all around, so it's really weird. People don't really understand that sometimes when they come there. When I was a child, I always listened to the radio, because my family always had the radio on in my home, and I just listened to that. I have no idea what kind of music it was. I just, sang along. My parents, they're not musicians, but they told me that I started singing when I was 2 years old, and I really, really enjoyed that. And they bought me a guitar when I was 15, and that was the same time I started writing songs. Well, I got my record deal by coincidence. I went to a local radio station where I live, and I recorded a demo tape with a couple of my own songs. And one day I was going home after doing that, and I went out of the radio station, and my father was supposed to come and get me with his car, but he couldn't, so I had to take the bus, and on that bus I met a reporter who worked at that radio station, and he recognized me. I'd never seen him before, and he just told me that he'd heard my songs, and that he really wanted to tell Virgin Records in Norway about me. And I talked with him for about 10 minutes, and then I went off the bus, and I told him, yeah, of course you can tell the record company about me, but I didn't really think that he would. So I was really surprised, because only a couple of days later the record company called me and said that they really wanted to meet with me and everything. So I got my record deal. I was still in school. I recorded the album and I went to school at the same time, which was really busy, but it was really worth it as well. I didn't want to quit school or anything. So I went to school from Monday to Friday, and then I went down to Oslo to the studio and recorded my songs every weekend. I had never been into a real studio before, and I didn't know my producers, I didn't know the musicians, I didn't know anyone at all. So it was quite scary in the beginning. I listened to many different artists like Lene Marlin and the Cardigans, the Cranberries, and U2, the Chemical Brothers, Radiohead, so many really. When I listen to music now, I still listen to it the same way as I did before I got the record deal. Just to listen to it and enjoy it. I don't feel that I don't want to copy anyone. I just enjoy the music really. Just walking there alone. I don't even know how I can describe my musical style. When people ask me, I just say, well, you can buy my album and you can listen to it. But I don't have to say anything. So I guess I can say that to you as well. Well, I've actually made 2 videos for Unforgivable Sinner. One of them I made it in Norway, because Unforgivable Sinner was a song in a Norwegian movie. So we made a video with clips from that movie and myself. Then we went to Canada to make the real video. We were in a train station, and I was just there singing basically, and we had a lot of other people there, and it was really interesting. I really liked that, so I enjoy making videos. Many times people have asked me what my song Unforgivable Sinner is about, but I still haven't told anyone, because I want to keep it my secret. Not even my closest friends know. I've had many letters from people saying that I know what you're talking about in the song, and I feel the same way, and things like that. And it's, that's great. Because that's what they think that the song is about. Sometimes they're right, but I don't tell them. But it's just great, because if it makes people feel better, that I'm happy. Whenever I do a television show and I can hear people singing the song, it's really, no, I can easily cry about that because it's really, it's a great feeling. Things went so well in Norway, and I didn't expect anything at all. I just wanted to record the album and release the album, and that was it, really. I didn't think about anything else but that. So when suddenly the radio started playing my song, and suddenly it went into #1 on the radio chart, and that was what's happening now. I couldn't even dream about that. And then suddenly my single went straight into the #1 on the selling chart, the single chart. And then my album came out, and the same thing happened with the album. And that was what's happening now, because I didn't expect that at all. I'd never even thought about other countries. And then suddenly when I had to go to Japan, and it felt so like a dream, really. I shot the video for the song Sitting Down Here outside of London. It was really interesting. It took like 2 days, and we had a great time. Of all the videos that I've made, I think that's my favorite one. It did really well after Unforgivable Sinner, and I didn't expect that at all. In Europe, it's on the radio chart, and people have bought the single, and it's doing really well in different countries. I had a great time recording the album, so that's the reason why right now I just want to record another one. I have a lot more things to write about now, because now, I see a lot more, I experience a lot more, I meet so many people, and so I notice very easily the difference between the songs that I wrote a year ago and the songs that I write today. My life has changed, but I don't feel that I have changed. If your life changes, you will change in some way with it, but that's natural. But my friends have told me that I'm still the same girl as I've always have been, which is great. I really love what I'm doing now. I work with music, which I love, and I travel around and I meet a lot of people, and I really enjoy that. And I have really no idea what to think, with the future or anything. I just take one day at a time. I decided 2 years ago that when I finished school, I would have like a year off and just travel around, and then decide what I wanted to do for a profession. And now I will have a year off, and I can travel around in a different way.